Time to crown our first champion of the day. Bridgeport and Kimball getting set to battle for a Girls Western Trails Conference Championship here on KNEB TV. Let's meet the starters first for the visiting Longhorns. Addie Olson, Jayla Graves, Jaylee Bohach, Faith Bohach, and Clarica Hottel, your 5 starters for the Kimball Longhorns, as they're looking for some revenge last year, falling in this exact title game to Bridgeport, while Bridgeport cruised to their 5th straight WTC title. Meanwhile, on the opposite end of the floor, it's the Bridgeport Bulldogs, the #1 seed and your home team in this tournament. Bridgeport seeking their 6th straight WTC title. Bridgeport got here yesterday. And now they'll do it like this. It's Rihanna Loomis, Ella Schlutterbush, Elizabeth Velasquez, Olivia Brown, and Olivia Corman, your 5 for Bridgeport.
Number 4, a senior, Ella Schlutterbush.
This should be a good one. Earlier this season already, Bridgeport won this battle in Kimball on a windy day where a lot of basketball games got canceled. These two teams still battled, and now starters being announced here for a WTC title. Bridgeport will rock the home white uniforms with the purple numerals outlined in gold. And for Kimball, the black jerseys with the white on the bottom of the shorts outlined in red. White Longhorns, red numerals across the chest. In the circle facing off, it's Addie Olson for Kimball. Meanwhile, for Bridgeport, waiting to see who they trot out. It's been Olivia Brown in the past, see if that trend continues. Happy to have you along. 2026 Western Trails Conference Girls Championship game on KNEB TV. It is Olivia Brown facing off against Addie Olson here in the WTC title game. And the jump ball will belong to the Bulldogs with Ella Schlutterbush at the controls straight away. Schlutterbush brings it to her right. Schlutterbush into the corner. Olivia Brown poked away by Jaylee Bohach to open up this contest.
Out-of-bounds possession stays with Bridgeport.
So Bridgeport from underneath their own hoop. Velasquez to Rihanna Loomis, back to Corman straight away. Corman surveys, bounce pass to Velasquez, out to Brown, wide open look for the southpaw. She delivers from the right wing. Olivia Brown opens up scoring, a trifecta from the wing. Now Clarica Hottel in transition, right block loses it, scooped up by Jayla Graves. Graves kicks out Olson. Addie Olson, back to the top it goes, Clarica Hottel. Hottel dribbles right, working against Velasquez. Bohach now, right wing extended against Velasquez. Down low, Graves digging in against Corman. Her floater with the left hand won't go. Rebounded by Schlutterbush after it was poked around. 3-0 your score, Bridgeport. Schlutterbush has a lot of space. Don't want to give her too much if you're Kimball on the perimeter. Schlutterbush steps into a 3. Left it off to the right. Rebounded by Loomis. Loomis, right block into the bottom of the glass it goes. Rebounded by Corman to reset. Corman throws it into the Kimball bench, and Kimball will get it back after a turnover. Now Bohach in front of her own bench, surveying, gets it into Addie Olson. Olson back to Bohach. As Bohach flings it near side, intercepted. Rihanna Loomis jumped the passing lane. Now Schlutterbush the other way, bounce pass, no looker across the lane. Velasquez trickles it in. A sigh of relief as she turns around. 5-0 Bridgeport. Bohach now. Almost lost it, scoops it up, flings it up the floor with Addie Olson. Jaylee Bohach has some of the hardest passes I've seen on a girls basketball team. Addie Olson is going to draw a foul, and it looks like Olivia Corman, and it is. So now Addie Olson to the line for the first time. First chance at points for Kimball this evening. Addie Olson on the season, 69% at the stripe. Olson's first straight through. First points for Kimball. Faith Bohach retreats into the backcourt as the safety valve. Addie second on the way. That one falls out to the right, rebounded by Olivia Brown. Olson goes 1 for 2 to open the contest. Schlutterbush crossover, bounce pass, Rihanna Loomis. Has to track it down, she almost lost it. Loomis now to the top, Brown. Brown drives down the middle, loses it off of her leg, and Bohach scoops it up, who immediately throws it back to Bridgeport and Schlutterbush. Now it's kicked away by Bohach. Bridgeport maintains possession. 5-1 your score. Elizabeth Velasquez to trigger it and hoop to her right on the baseline. Loomis, Corman. Corman thought about the straightaway three, instead feeds Velasquez. Velasquez drives over the free throw line, hooks it towards the hoop. It won't fall. Rebounded by J-Law Graves. Hotel up the floor far side, 2 defenders in her face. Needs an outlet. Someone needs to help her. And a 10-second violation against Kimball. So Bridgeport forces the turnover. Bulldogs get it back. Corman to trigger it in, gets it to Schlutterbush. Ella near side, Velasquez. Brown, lefty three on the way. Can't knock down another. Corman has it poked out of her hands by Graves. It'll stay with Bridgeport underneath the hoop. Velasquez, Brown. Now Velasquez fakes the baseline drive, now drives up towards the top of the arc. Brown drives to the free throw line, bounce past Schlutterbush. Schlutterbush feeds across the floor. Velasquez fires a three, flings it through the nylon. Velasquez connects, 5 points in the first for Elizabeth. 8-1 Bridgeport. Schlutterbush, another turnover in the backcourt. Velasquez, her mid-ranger, falls through. 7 points for Elizabeth Velasquez. Timeout for Kimball, 30-second timeout. We're back after this. Back with you at Cougar Palace, 10-1 your score. Bridgeport. Kimball uses their first timeout. Is on the floor out of the timeout for Kimball. It'll be Olsen, Bohach, Graves, and Hotel. Olivia Brown, Schlutterbush, Elizabeth Velasquez, Rayada Loomis, and Olivia Corman out there for the Bulldogs. Bohach from the baseline, surveys, gets it to Hotel. Hotel back to Jaylee Bohach. Jaylee up the floor, overthrows the head of Clarica Hotel. Turnover, Kimball in the backcourt having trouble just getting to their side of the floor right now. So Corman gets it to Ella Schlutterbush. Down the floor goes to Olivia Brown. Brown back to Schlutterbush. Catch and release three for Ella. Can't get it to go. Off the back of the cup, spits out to the left side. Brown tracks down the rebound. And now a kick. They'll stay with Bridgeport in front of the Kimball bench. Schlutterbush bounce past Velasquez at the free throw line. Velasquez tumbling down the left side. Velasquez is going to be fouled. Looks like Jaylee Bohach. That is the case, so Jaylee picks up her first. Team fouls now even at 1 apiece. Velasquez to Brown, straightaway three for Olivia Brown. Swirls the cylinder and drops it through. Brown buries her second. 6 points for Olivia Brown in the first quarter. That ball coming this way. Rayada Loomis tracks it down. Another turnover for Kimball before they can even get into the front court. Schlutterbush into the corner. Brown. Olivia Brown goes over the top of her defender. Skip pass to Schlutterbush. Schlutterbush head fake. Back to Brown. Olivia Brown now fakes a three. Now she drives to the corner. Has it poked out of her hand. Stays with Bridgeport. Jaylee Bohach hits the deck. Pops back up. Schlutterbush almost took the three as coach. Tice Rogers on the other side told a Kimball defender to step up. And a travel on Olivia Corman. Sends it back to the Kimball side of the floor. If Kimball can get there, they got to break this full court pressure of Bridgeport. Bohach now from her own baseline. She can chuck at the distance if she has to. One of those things that coaches talk about all the time when you're game planning for this Kimball team is Jaylee Bohach's ability to throw it to length of the floor. Bohach kicks out. Olsen, three on the way. Can't convert. And the ball goes into the corner and out of play. Last touched by Kimball. It goes to Bridgeport. Schlutterbush to the corner. Brown, nobody near her. Olivia Brown drains another from the corner. A trio of trifectas for Olivia Brown in the first quarter. It's 16-1 Bridgeport. Clarica Hotel lobs it up the floor. Kimball finally gets into their scoring half of the floor. Jaylee Bohach going to be called for a travel just as I say that. Fresh 5 into the contest for Kimball. It's Moore, Perry, Solis, Chesley, and Sulik. Velasquez, Schlotterbush, Corman, just working it around the horn. That passing lane jumped by Sulik. Back to Bridgeport it goes. Schlotterbush has it, hands off to Velasquez, swings it to Brown. Brown, 2 defenders collapse on her. To Schlotterbush it goes. Schlotterbush drives baseline, now brings it back up. Cross-court pass to Brown, catch and release 3 for Olivia. Can't knock it down, rebounded by Joe Perry on the left block. Perry down the far sideline, and she almost traveled, kept her footing, and now a tie-up at midcourt between Grace Moore. And now in the backcourt, Olivia Brown called for the foul.
Foul number 22 for Bridgeport, Olivia Brown. That's her first.
Perry from the far sideline now for Kimball to trigger it in as they stack it at the attack line. Sulik poked in the air by Schlotterbush, able to corral it up the floor. Now that ball poked away by Olivia Brown, intended for Perry. Olivia Brown from the left block can't convert. Poked away. Brown gets her own rebound. Back underneath the hoop. Brown gets it out. Chesley comes away with it. Ball loose on the ground. Schlotterbush trying to scoop it up. Moore the last to touch it. In the backcourt it goes for Bridgeport. Schlotterbush into the front court. Pull up jumper from the free throw line. Left it short. And now Rayada Loomis trying to track one down on the near sideline. Kept it alive, but Kimball scoops it up with Sulik. Now Velasquez pokes it away from Kimball. A mess in the backcourt still continues for Kimball. As Perry at the controls, still dealing with this pressure. Moore sang our national anthem before this game. Tries to get it to Sulik, and Sulik is fouled by Rayada Loomis. Perry surveys, gets it to Moore. Moore picks up her dribble, gets it to Solis. Solis near side. And another foul on Rayada Loomis, quickly picks up her second. Mia Blanco into the contest for Rayada Loomis alongside Elena Blanco. To the bench goes Rayada Loomis and Olivia Corman. Sulik on the near side will trigger it in for Kimball. Nobody there to inbound this basketball for Sulik. Solis has it. Solis now going to be fouled by Ella Schlotterbush. So 4 teams make it 5, so that may send Kimball to the bonus. So Kimball only 1 point, but they have forced Bridgeport into the bonus. So Solis will shoot it. Best chance Kimball has had so far on this side of the floor when it comes to scoring. Solis is first on the way, straight through. Solis is second on the way. Knocks down the pair. Schlotterbush left side to Velasquez. Velasquez, Schlotterbush. Back to Velasquez. Velasquez fakes left, goes right, flings it to Brown. Brown back to Velasquez. New line change on the way for Kimball. It'll be the starters. Schlotterbush still pulls it back. 12 seconds on the shot clock. About a minute and a half to go in this first frame. Elena Blanco now. Blanco right side. Olivia Brown heaves a 3, can't knock it down. Rebounded by Perry on the left block. Done a nice job since she checked into this contest. Grace Moore flings it down the floor. Perry has it near side. Bounce pass. Moore. Moore picks up her dribble at the attack line. Moore intercepted by Olivia Brown. Olivia Brown trying to go coast to coast. The lefty will do just that as she's fouled. Doesn't get the bucket, but will come to the line. as Grace Moore made a business decision down on the left block. So Olivia Brown on the season, 65% at this mark. Lefty knocks the first one down at 10 points in the first quarter. Addie Olson, Faith, and Jaylee Bohach alongside Clarica Hottel and J-Law Graves into the contest for Kimball as the starters return. 17-3, your score. Olivia Brown back at the line. Brown second on the way, knocks down the pair. 11 points for Olivia Brown in the first quarter. Now Jaylee Bohach has it poked out of her hands, and it'll go out of play and towards the Bridgeport side of the floor. So Elena Blanco now to trigger it in near side. As Schlutterbush now has it. Olivia Brown left wing, back to Blanco straight away, back to Brown. Bounce pass Velasquez, almost cut off, lands in the hands of Blanco. Olivia Brown drives. Brown, short corner jumper. Instead she'll fling it to Schlutterbush. Schlutterbush drives baseline. Schlutterbush kicks it back to the top, Blanco. Blanco to Velasquez. Velasquez gets away for some pressure. Kicks out to Schlutterbush. Schlutterbush's three on the way, off the mark. And Schlutterbush's rebound will be scooped up by Addie Olson. Addie Olson to Graves. Graves, near side, Bohach corrals. Bohach back the other way to Addie Olson. Addie Olson drives, Olson right side, can't convert, but she's fouled as she does it, so she'll come to the line for two. Kebri Amites waiting to check in for Bridgeport. Ella Schlutterbush picks up her second. Addie Olson at the line, 69% of the season, visited once this quarter, 1 for 2, knocks down the first of this trip. Schlutterbush exits Kebri Amites into the contest for Bridgeport. Addie Olson's next on the way, knocks it down. Olivia Brown, long college three on the way, can't knock it down, rebound, batted around, Graves comes away with it for Kimball. Gets it to Addie Olson to end the first quarter. Bridgeport, full court pressure working, just as it should for the Bulldogs. 18-5, Kimball trying to find a way to get past it as we head to the second with Bridgeport leading.
By SkyWest with Western Nebraska Regional Airport. United is dedicated to going the extra mile for you with daily flights to and from Denver, along with a commitment to excellent service. Reserve your flight today, and remember, United miles can be earned and redeemed with your flights. While at the airport, stop and enjoy authentic Italian food at Roma Italian Restaurant. Plus, Hertz Thrifty Car Rental is there for your car rental needs. Make life easier, relax, and get on board with Western Nebraska Regional Airport.
Second quarter of action at Cougar Palace. It'll be Kimball ball to begin the second quarter. Clarica Hottel to trigger it in from the near side. And now a stoppage. There's now a discussion. Now we're good to go after a brief stoppage in play. Clarica Hottel on the near side. Bohach turns around, fires a three, can't knock it down, left it long. Flat-footed rebound for Olivia Brown on the right block. Amites, Schlutterbush. Corman left side, Amites, back to Corman to Schlutterbush, had it poked out of her hands, gets it back. Olivia Brown now, step back. Will fire it, can't knock it down. Schlutterbush has the rebound go off of her foot, and it's going to Kimball's side of the floor. So down the near sideline, it'll be Faith Bohach triggering it in. Surveying. Hottel has it. Now Hotel trying to split defenders, pushes down the floor to Perry. Addie Olson near side is fouled as she goes up. So Addie Olson making her third trip to the line, first of the second quarter. As Mia Blanco picks up her first.
Foul on number 5 for Bridgeport, Mia Blanco. Her first.
Olson's first won't fall. Olsen's second on the way, knocks it down. 4 points for Addie Olson. Schlotterbush bounce past Corman, almost lost it, corrals. Brown at the free throw line, into the corner, Amatiz, back to the top, Corman, almost overthrew her. Corman calls it in. Corman to Brown, jumper in the middle of the lane, straight over the front of the iron and through. Just snuck over. 13 points for Olivia Brown. Graves near side, gets Perry. Perry hands off to Olson. Olson splits defenders, loses it, scooped up by Hotel. Hotel to the baseline, Graves. Graves tried to throw it over the side of the iron, it wouldn't go. Ball being poked around, Corman comes away with it. Schlotterbush up the floor. And that ball gets through the hands of Olivia Brown as they turn it over. Rayada Loomis back into the contest for Bridgeport. We'll swap spots with Mia Blanco, freshman for freshman swap. 20-6 your score. As the ball will continue to stay with Bridgeport. Or check that, now it'll go to Bridgeport. Amatiz now to trigger it in. Bounce pass on the entry to Schlotterbush. Can't get it to go from the right block. Coming away with the rebound is Perry. Up the floor, Hotel to Olson. Olson just inside the arc, jumper. Can't bank it in. Rebound tracked down by Perry. Perry now. Jumper from the free throw line. Or check that, the baseline won't go. Now the ball is loose and Caranby Amatiz comes away with it. Brown poked away by Graves. That'll go into the Kimball bench and stay with Bridgeport. Schlotterbush is standing still, gets it to Corman. Back to Schlotterbush. Schlotterbush now will drive inside the arc, kick it back to Brown. Brown hands it to Corman, swings it to Amatiz. Amatiz back to Corman. Bounce past Schlotterbush, back out to Amatiz. Amatiz catch and release three, left it long. It'll be rebounded on a hop by Faith Bohach. Bohach to Olson, up the floor, intercepted by Olivia Brown. Brown across to Schlotterbush. Schlotterbush lays it in for an easy two. Second quarter, first 2 points for Ella Schlotterbush, 20-6. Faith Bohach far side, Addie Olson. Now Perry. Perry down the right side of the floor. Three is fouled as she goes up by Olivia Corman. So Corman picks up her first. And Joe Perry will be at the line for the first time today. So Perry will fire her first. So Joe Perry can't convert the first. Elizabeth Velasquez back in for Bridgeport as Perry back at the line. Caranby Amatiz exits for the Bulldogs. Next on the way for Perry, knocks it down. Into the contest, it's Chesley to take Perry's place. So Schlotterbush up the floor for Bridgeport. Across the timeline she goes. 22-7, 15-point advantage Bridgeport. Olivia Brown flips back to Schlotterbush. Far side of the floor, Velasquez. Corman from straight away won't take it. Instead, she'll take her dribble. Now she'll take it. Corman fires one, won't convert. Had knocked one down last night. Graves comes away with the rebound for Kimball in the middle of the lane. Addie Olson trying to get Kimball back into the scoring side of the floor as that ball poked away by Velasquez. Addie Olson to Clarica Hotel. Hotel down the far sideline. And that's going to be a travel on Clarica Hotel as Kimball turns it over. Schlitterbusch back to the Bridgeport side of the floor. 22-7. Velasquez now flings it from the free throw line. It won't fall. Riata Loomis tracks down the rebound. Back to Olivia Brown. Brown bounce pass to Schlitterbusch. Schlitterbusch loses it. Corman scoops it up. Back out to Brown. Into the corner, Velasquez. Velasquez's three on the way. Can't knock it down. Rebounded by Riata Loomis over her shoulder on the right block. Now Olivia Brown will fire a three. Knocks it down. Olivia Brown, fourth three of the first half. 25-7. And that ball thrown away by Clara Cahotel. Back to the Bridgeport side we go. Joe Perry back into the contest for Faith Bohach. Olivia Corman on the near sideline. Now the Schlitterbusch. Corman, bounce pass, Velasquez. Loses her footing and the ball goes out of play. It'll go to the Kimball side of the floor. Perry flings it down the floor, caught by Olsen. Addie Olsen now brings it down, and that's going to be a foul against Olivia Brown. So Addie Olsen from the far sideline will get it to Joe Perry in the backcourt. Perry against Schlitterbusch. Across the timeline, bounce pass Olsen, far side. Chesley to Graves, poked away. Schlitterbusch tried to track it down, can't. As that ball belongs to Kimball on their side of the floor. And now a discussion about who this ball belongs to. So it will stay with Kimball. And now a timeout for Bridgeport. We step aside with them. Bridgeport leading at 25-7 on KNEB TV.
At Morrill County Community Hospital, they provide top-notch care with compassion and expertise. From routine checkups to advanced surgeries, their dedicated team is here for you 24/7. With state-of-the-art technology and a patient-first approach, they ensure you and your loved ones receive the highest quality care. Because at Morrill County Community Hospital, your health is their priority. Visit Morrill County Community Hospital today in Bridgeport. Morrill County Community Hospital. Exceptional care right here at home.
Back with you after the 30-second timeout by Bridgeport, their first of the contest. 25-7 your score. Bridgeport rolling early on here in the WTC Championship game against Kimball. Kimball does have it on the near sideline with Joe Perry to trigger it in. Perry surveys, looking, gets it down low to Graves. Graves left block against Corman. Nice move for Graves, converts at the iron. First field goal for Kimball in the contest. All their points have come from the free throw line, 25-9. Schlitterbusch now tries to answer back with a long three. Left it short off the side of the 10. It goes out of play. Olsen near side pushes up the floor, intercepted by Olivia Brown over and back. As Olivia Brown, just her momentum carried her into the backcourt. Not a whole lot you can do about it. So now near side, Kimball will have it on the sideline to trigger it in. Perry on the near side to trigger it in. Bridgeport's pressure. Hand off to Olsen from Perry. And Olsen takes control, drives to the hoop. Right side, can't get it to go. Olivia Corman picks up the third foul for her. So Addie Olsen at the line. Becoming a frequent stop for Addie Olsen here throughout this championship affair. Grace Moore in for Clara Cahotel. Addie Olsen knocks down the first. 5 for 7 for Addie Olsen, making her fourth appearance at the line in the first half. Olsen back for her second. Fires. Can't knock it down. Velasquez on the rebound for Bridgeport. Velasquez up the floor. Schlotterbush elevates. Just inside the arc jumper for Ella. Can't knock it down. Chesley on the rebound. Gets it to Olsen. Olsen. Moore. Tries to get away from Schlotterbush. Does that. Now gets it to Olsen. Olsen will drive to the free throw line. Lost it off of her knee. Lands in the hands of Perry. Perry kicks back to Olsen. Olsen at the free throw line. Flings it. And no shot. There were 3 seconds. It was a 3-second violation against Kimball as they turn it over again. Schlotterbush down the floor once again for Bridgeport. 25-10, 15-point advantage for Bridgeport. Velasquez, Brown. Velasquez thought about swinging it to Schlotterbush. Will take it herself. Step through move. Velasquez nifty on the drive. Didn't even need to get to the bucket. Just throws it over the side of the iron and gets it through. Olsen up the floor to Graves. Graves keeps her dribble. Graves runs into Brown. Jump stop for Graves. Kicks out to Olsen. Olsen down low. Graves. Graves left block. Digging in against Corman. And that's going to be a foul going against Olivia Corman. So Olivia Corman now will pick up her 3rd foul. 2 Bridgeport players with 3 fouls in Olivia Brown and Olivia Corman. As Graves now at the line for the first time. Graves can't knock down the first. Bohach into the contest for Kimball. Elena Blanco in for Bridgeport. Olivia Corman to the bench. Second on the way for Graves. Can't knock down the second. And that ball going to go out of play. Stays with Kimball. Graves out. Sulik in. Maddie Olsen. And now a travel called on Joe Perry. Schlotterbush sprints across the timeline into her side of the floor and throws it directly into the hands of Bohach. Moore up the floor, intercepted by Olivia Brown, who keeps her footing. Brown to the hoop, and she will run into Grace Moore. As Grace Moore pops to her feet, she's okay. Grace Moore will pick up the foul. That's Grace's second. Jaylee Bohach into the contest for Addie Olsen. 27-10 your score.
Foul on number 24. Grace Moore, her second.
Velasquez to Schlotterbush. Schlotterbush pulls it back from beyond the arc. Hands it off to Blanco. Right side Brown. Olivia Brown head fake on a 3. Now Velasquez. Velasquez drives down the right side, down low, off the fingertips of Loomis into the hands of Blanco. Can't get it to go. Bohach rips down the rebound. Perry up the floor quickly. Perry, right block, step through, is blocked away by Blanco, and Blanco picks up her first foul. So Elena Blanco's first foul sends Perry to the line for the first time as Claire Cahatel waits to check in. So Perry at the line, 42%, second trip of the day. First trip came in this quarter, 1 for 2 in that visit. Perry's first, it's a knuckler, is through. Hatel in for Sulik. Perry back for another. Takes her dribbles, fires her second. Can't knock down the second. Rebound going to go out of play. Last touched by Bohach. Near side, out to Schlotterbush. Schlotterbush spins, flings it down the floor to Brown. Step up 3 for Olivia Brown. Can't knock it down. Rebound goes out of play. Last touch by Bridgeport. Grace Moore down the near side. Going to run into Rihanna Loomis, and she steps out of play, does Grace Moore, so turnover for Kimball. Solis into the contest for Grace Moore for Kimball. Schlotterbush brings it. Velasquez. Left side Brown. Brown drives baseline. Brings it back out. Velasquez near side just inside the arc. And that's going to be 3 seconds against Bridgeport. Now Perry from the baseline for Kimball, gets it to Hotel. Hotel yanks it down. Trying to split defenders, has it taken away. Olivia Brown gets it after her teammate picked it away. Now Olivia Brown at the free throw line puts it straight through for 2. Olivia Brown having a nice first half of action. Now Bohach trying to go the other way, can't get it to go, and that's a foul called on Elena Blanco. So Blanco picks up her second. 39 seconds remaining in this first half of action. Jaylee Bohach to the line for the first time today. Looking for her first points of the day. Bohach fires, can't knock it down. So Blanco exits. Riley Klein into the contest for Bridgeport. Bohach's second. Can't knock it down as she misses it off to the right, doesn't touch higher. Schlotterbush pushes up the floor to Velasquez. Velasquez beyond the arc, 30 seconds remaining on the shot clock. Now Brown heaves one, it won't fall. Klein with the rebound. She's fouled as she goes back up. Shot clock off, 28 seconds remaining. Riley Klein to the line. Klein coming into the tournament, 1 for 5. As Klein fires her first out of her left hand, knocks it down. Graves back into the contest for Bohach. That foul, by the way, went against Jaylee Bohach. Faith Bohach just exited. Second for Klein. Can't knock it down, but a lane violation against Klein as she crossed the line. 30-11 your score. 19-point advantage Bridgeport. Mia Blanco in for Olivia Brown. 28 seconds remaining. As a stoppage to fix the knee brace of Addie Olson. Now we're back ready to play. Bohach near side, Olson. Olson to the middle of the floor. Hotel gets by her, scooped up by Mia Blanco. Now it's scooped up. Now Hotel has it back. Hotel. Now Mia Blanco as they keep trading possessions on this side of the floor. Jump ball goes back to Bridgeport. Schlotterbush. 2 defenders in her face. Gets it to Velasquez. Velasquez splits 2 defenders. Almost lost it. Picks it up. Flips it back to Schlotterbush. 30-11. 5 seconds left. Velasquez. 4 seconds. Velasquez to Schlotterbush. Schlotterbush. 2 seconds. Fires a 3. Schlotterbush is fouled out beyond the arc. So with 0.2 seconds remaining, Ella Schlotterbush has 3 freebies coming her way. First foul that belongs to Deanna Solis. So Schlotterbush to the line. Her first visit of the day. Knocks down the first. Three free throws on the way. Second on the way for Schlotterbush, misses. And now one more. 0.2 seconds remaining. The second that this ball is inbounded, the second it touches somebody's fingertips. This first half is over. Schlotterbush connects on the third. And Addie Olson will fling it down the floor as the buzzer sounds. It's halftime in Cougar Palace. 32-11, Bridgeport leading Kimball in the WTC title game on KNEB.
Sweet Dreams Sleep in Gering is ready to help you wake up feeling refreshed. Dr. Brittany Meyer provides consultation for both children and adults to identify sleep disorders such as sleep apnea, insomnia, periodic limb movement, and more. Dr. Meyer and her nurse practitioner manage treatment with follow-ups using in-person office visits and telemedicine to navigate insurance requirements. No referral is necessary. Sweet Dreams Sleep Services. Better sleep, better health.
You deserve to have a building that will last for generations. With more than 110 years of experience and thousands of satisfied customers, Morton Buildings is the industry leader you can trust. If you're planning for a garage, farm shop, horse barn, storage building for your RV, boat, or collectibles, there's no better time to buy. Contact your local Morton sales office or visit mortonbuildings.com to get started today.
I imagined retirement in a place where we could enjoy our golden years, where adventure and friendship are the only items on the schedule. The Garden Homes at Northfield gives us the luxury we planned for and peace of mind when it comes to convenience, safety, and comfort. We never have to stop and think about the day-to-day upkeep. We love to explore abroad, but most importantly in our backyard. So much to do, so much to see. Here at Northfield, we get the protection of life care, incredible tax benefits, and secured rates for aging services. It's peaceful, knowing that if our needs change, we'll be taken care of. And most importantly, that our kids will never have to make any tough decisions. There never seemed to be enough time to do all the things we wanted. Now we get to focus our energy on enjoying what this community has to offer. At the Garden Homes, life is ours again. A place we had dreamed about. A chance to focus on us.
I would definitely recommend Allo's business services to other companies. Allo's next-gen firewalls have allowed us to tie 6 physical locations together along with numerous remote employees to produce and collaborate and generate content for our local radio group. It is very important for Nebraska Rural Radio Association to have the best in internet and phone service. We rely upon that every single day. Allo provided me with a solution that fit our needs. They have a quality product, great technical support, and a local presence in their community.
Changing leaf colors means yard work. Your friends at Tri-City Stormwater wants to remind you of the proper way to dispose of fallen leaves. Leaves make great mulch for trees and bushes and compost for future gardens. The city also has yard waste bins, so they can dispose of all your leaves at the city compost facility. Always keep your leaves out of the gutters. Not only do they cause clogging and flooding, they can pollute our waterways by causing nutrient overload. So keep your yard looking good and your drinking water safe, because it's our water, our responsibility.
Are you looking for the perfect place to hold a wedding, family reunion, holiday office party, or business meeting? Well, look no further. The Hampton Inn and Suites Hotel and Conference Center is just the place for you. We're a full-service banquet facility that can host up to 400 of your guests. Stop in and see our spacious open-concept meeting rooms and begin planning your special event or family gathering today. Let us do the work for you so you can enjoy your guests. For personal service, stop by the Hampton Inn and Suites front desk.
Life is crazy. Pain is stressful. How can anybody concentrate with these busy schedules? Now you can. This is Ben Moravec coming to you from Hydrozen, a float therapy business right here in Scottsbluff. I'm here today to let you know we now have memberships for $49 monthly. You can guarantee yourself at least 1 float per month. You know how floating keeps your muscles relaxed, your joints relieved, and your brain clear to think? Now you can float at a reduced rate each month. Inquire today at hydrozenfloat.com or call us at 308-63-FLOAT. Hydrozen. Unplug and recharge.
Welcome to Kelly's Liquor, your liquor cabinet. Whether you're a wine enthusiast, a whiskey sommelier, a tequila connoisseur, or you just love your beer, Kelly's has the best selection of what you're looking for. Family owned and operated since 1946 and right on 27th Street in Scottsbluff. Come see us today at Kelly's Liquor, your liquor cabinet. And remember to be a good neighbor. Don't drink and drive. Kelly's Liquor, West 27th Street in Scottsbluff.
Back with you at the half. Bridgeport leading Kimball 32-11 here in the WTC Girls Championship game. Let's take a look at your first half numbers. Olivia Brown with 18 points leads the way for the Bridgeport Bulldogs. 9 from Elizabeth Velasquez, 4 for Ella Schlutterbush, and a single for Riley Klein rounds out your first half scoring for the Bridgeport Bulldogs. Then Addie Olson leads the way with 5 for Kimball. Then it's 2 apiece for Deanna Solis, Jaylon Graves, and Joe Perry for Kimball. These teams met back on January the 20th, prefaced it, when a lot of games were getting canceled due to super high winds in the region. These two teams faced off, and it was Bridgeport winning 70-41 back in that January the 20th matchup prior to the SPVA tournament. Right now, though, it's all Bridgeport, 32-11, as we get you set for the second half of action coming your way in about 4 minutes. We're back right after this.
Health can be found at Western Sleep Medicine in Gering. Since 2006, Western Sleep Medicine has offered the lowest cost sleep testing either in their independent sleep laboratory or the privacy of your own home. You have control over your health care and your out-of-pocket cost. All insurance is accepted for a much lower cost than the regional option. If you need a sleep study, ask for Western Sleep Medicine. They've helped thousands of people over the years and want to help you. Western Sleep Medicine. Better sleep, better health.
Looking for free instead of fees? Platte Valley Bank can help you keep your finances moving forward with no ATM fees. Whether you're headed to the lake, the mountains, or just to the grocery store, you can enjoy the freedom of free ATM access anywhere, anytime. Platte Valley Bank. You belong here.
Are new windows from Renewal by Andersen a great investment? You're darn right they are. Did you know that for less than your cable bill or cell phone bill each month, you could have new windows from Renewal by Andersen right now? Do the math. Renewal by Andersen windows will likely cut your energy bills significantly. They will likely substantially increase the value of your home. They're a great investment. Please contact our team now and ask about our fantastic financing options with approved credit right now. Renewal by Andersen, a great investment? You're darn right.
This isn't just a beautiful hospital. It's the home to exceptional patient care. This is where specialty clinics meet your needs. This is where a friendly smile, a warm hand, and an empathetic ear exist to care for you. This is us. Box Butte.
Second half of action underway. Clerica Hotel on the near side triggers it in, immediately intercepted by Ella Schlutterbush, who goes coast to coast and lays it in. Now Bohach poked away by Velasquez. Olsen tracks it down. Far side of the floor, Hotel intercepted. Olivia Brown flings it up the floor to Ella Schlutterbush. Schlutterbush right side, lays it over the side of the iron and through as she quickly matches her first half total of 4. Addie Olsen near side. Pumps the brakes, flips it back to Bohach. Jaylee Bohach. Now Addie Olsen has to go through her fingertips. Can't save it from going out of play. Back to Bridgeport side of the floor we go. Perry into the contest for Hotel. Ella Schlutterbush now. Right side, Velasquez. Velasquez back to Schlutterbush. Schlutterbush, Brown. Brown looks low, nothing there. Back to Schlutterbush. Schlutterbush down low. Rayada Loomis back to the top. Velasquez. Now Schlutterbush. Head fake. Brown. Another head fake, but she drives baseline. Back to the top. Schlutterbush. Catch and release 3 on the way. Knocks it down. First 3 for Ella Schlutterbush. Knocks it down. 7 points in the second quarter. We're a minute and 10 seconds into it. Make that the second half. Graves now driving, runs into Corman, and Corman going to be called for the foul as she couldn't get her hands up in time. Fourth foul for Olivia Corman, and Elena Blanco promptly to the score table to check in. So Corman exits. Now Bohach. Olsen, Perry, corner, three on the way. Knuckler won't make it. Batted around, goes out of play. Last touch by Kimball to Bridgeport side of the floor it goes. So Blanco from the baseline. To Schlotterbush, flings it up the floor. Velasquez able to track it down. Velasquez wide open run at the left side of the hoop. Can't convert as Graves got a hand in there. Olsen almost loses it, gets it to Graves. Graves called for the travel. Schlotterbush to Velasquez. Velasquez takes a couple of dribbles down near side. Brown. Brown fakes the three. Now to Schlotterbush. Schlotterbush intercepted by Graves, trying to go the other way. Rayana Loomis quickly tracks her down. Schlotterbush almost picked her pocket. Almost does it again. Now Graves will lose it off of herself, and it goes out of play. So Elena Blanco on the far side gets it to Schlotterbush, who brings it down the floor. 39-11, near side Velasquez has it. Left side Brown. Back to Velasquez. Velasquez back to Brown, wide open look at three for Olivia Brown. Can't knock it down, rebounded by Perry on the right side of the lane. Addie Olsen, no looker, to her left to Bohach. Down the floor, Perry. Perry to Graves. Graves, middle of the lane, floats it. Can't get it to go. Off the back of the cup, it goes back to Bridgeport. Schlotterbush. Velasquez had to whip her head around quickly. Wasn't looking. Schlotterbush back to Velasquez. Cross to Brown. Brown in the corner. Back to the top, Schlotterbush. Schlotterbush catch and release three from the right wing. Knocks down her second of the third. Schlotterbush sinks it, 42-11. Up the floor, Perry has it for Kimball. Driving the right block, throws it up. Can't get it to go. Rebounded by Riata Loomis on the left block. Near side, Brown poked away by Addie Olsen. Addie Olsen trying to go the other way. Addie Olsen stumbles, steps through, right block, can't convert, gets her own rebound. Her putback trickles through. Addie Olsen's first field goal of the contest. 7 in the contest for Addie. 42-13 your score. Velasquez at the controls. Drives to the free throw line, steps through, flings it, won't fall. Foul on Kimball. So Velasquez to the line. Addie Olsen will pick up her first. Velasquez to the line. Elizabeth hasn't visited the line yet tonight, but a 46% free throw shooter on the season. His first make would give her 10 points on the evening. First for Velasquez, straight through. Into the contest, Solis and Sulik for Kimball, for Graves and Chesley. So 10 points now for Elizabeth Velasquez, one of 3 Bridgeport starters in double figures. Second on the way for Velasquez, knocks it down. Bohach near side, intercepted. Olivia Brown poked into the sky. Velasquez corrals, right block, up and easy for another 2 to her total. 13 points for Elizabeth Velasquez. Olsen down the floor, poked away, another steal for Olivia Brown. Schlotterbush, right wing, bounce pass down low. Riata Loomis is going to be fouled as she's sandwiched between 2 defenders. Addie Olsen and Jaylee Bohach were there. See who gets it. It's going to go to Addie Olsen, picks up her second. So Riata Loomis, first visit to the line, looking for her first points tonight. Loomis is first, can't knock it down. Faith Bohach enters for Sulik. Rihanna Loomis back at the line. Loomis fires her second. Can't knock it down. Rebounded by Jaylee Bohach. And on the near side, it's an offensive foul going against Jaylee Bohach. Olivia Brown fired up to pick up that charge. So Jaylee Bohach picks up her third. 46-13, 4:10 remaining in the third. Blanca will hand it to Schlotterbush and we'll bring it up the floor. Far side, Velasquez. Velasquez inside to Schlotterbush. Schlotterbush's jumper won't fall. Rebound goes off of Bridgeport. Or off of Kimball, stays with Bridgeport. Velasquez from the baseline. Triggers to the top. Right side, Schlotterbush. Blanco to Velasquez, out to Schlotterbush. Three on the way from Ella's right hand. Can't knock it down, poked around, rebound to Brown. Brown is fouled as she goes back up. Solis will pick up the foul. So Olivia Brown. Second chance at two. Knocked down her first two back in the first. Misses this one. Olivia Brown 18 points and now a timeout for Kimball. Full timeout. We step aside with him.
Happening here.
Fly United Airlines, operated by SkyWest with Western Nebraska Regional Airport. United is dedicated to going the extra mile for you with daily flights to and from Denver, along with a commitment to excellent service. Reserve your flight today, and remember, United miles can be earned and redeemed with your flights. While at the airport, stop and enjoy authentic Italian food at Roma Italian Restaurant. Plus, Hertz Thrifty Car Rental is there for your car rental needs. Make life easier, relax, and get on board with Western Nebraska Regional Airport.
Back with you from Cougar Palace, 46-13 after the Kimball timeout. At the line is Olivia Brown for her last free throw. So Olivia Brown back at the line, missed her first. Brown back, fires her second, knocks it down. 47-13 now, Bridgeport lead, grows to 34. Up the floor, Bohach. Bohach trying to force a pass, kicked away by Blanco. Stays with Kimball. Bohach gets it to Hotel. Hotel fires, can't convert. Rebounded by Schlotterbush. Near side down low, wide open, Rihanna Loomis, right block, Rihanna gets it to go from the right side. Her first points of the night. Bohach flings it up the floor to Hotel. Blanco retreats defensively. Hotel, right side, gets it off the iron, won't fall. Rihanna Loomis with the rebound for Bridgeport. Near side, Velasquez. Velasquez kicks out Schlotterbush. Schlotterbush to Brown. Brown drives. Hook shot, middle of the lane, won't fall. Rebound goes to Clarica Hotel. 49-13, 36-point advantage for Bridgeport. And now Bohach will throw it away. Another turnover for Kimball. So Blanco now has to hurry up the floor. And check it into Schlotterbush. Schlotterbush wide open, Velasquez, middle of the lane was vacated. Velasquez takes it to the hoop. Elizabeth Velasquez. She brings her tally to 15 and a foul in the backcourt. Belongs to Rihanna Loomis, her third. Now on the far side, Addie Olson will trigger it in. Olson up the floor to Faith Bohach. Bohach, left block. Blanco standing straight up. Three-pointer for Addie Olson, hung high, misses the mark. It goes out of play off of Olivia Brown. Now Jaylee Bohach will trigger it in. They stack it. Now outside. Nice bat down by Ella Schlotterbusch as she tracks it down after the steal. So Schlotterbusch down the near sideline. Driving. Free throw line. Kick out. Brown. Brown pulls it back. Now Brown will drive. Splits defenders. Lost it for a second. Can't get it to fall. Schlotterbusch pokes it away. Last touched by her. Goes back to Kimball. That ball is going to be batted away, but Olivia Brown collided with Claire Cahatel, so Olivia Brown picks up her 4th. And I believe, nope, other way. 3-4 goes the fouls, Bridgeport to Kimball. Line change for Kimball. Sulik, Graves, Chesley, Moore, and Perry enter. Perry on the far sideline will trigger it in. And that ball goes into the scores table, and Candy goes flying. So now a stoppage of play to pick up all the candy over at the scorers table. That just went flying after Schlotterbusch swatted it into the scorers table. Perry and Chesley going to be fouled hard, and that foul belongs to Rayada Loomis. I think everybody at the scores table right now just wants them to get away from the scores table and keep the action to the middle of the floor. Sulik now on the sideline gets it to Perry. Perry back to Sulik. Intercepted. Olivia Brown on a lob down the floor. Schlotterbusch. Schlotterbusch from the right block. Can't get it to fall. Now Rayada Loomis gets it back in a push against Rayada, so Rayada Loomis just fouled out of this contest. So Rayada Loomis will exit with 2:01 remaining in the third quarter. And it also sends Kimball into the bonus. So Mia Blanco will enter for Rayada Loomis, as Perry will go to the opposite end for her free throws. Make it Perry's first on the way, off the front of the cup. 2 minutes remaining in this third quarter. Second for Perry on the way. That one falls through. Another line change on the way for Kimball. On the way. Schlotterbusch, Brown, back to Velasquez at the free throw line. Velasquez now drives, kicks out Brown. Brown wide open, look at three, fires. Can't knock it down off the inside of the iron. Tracked down by Velasquez. Velasquez hits the deck. Grace Moore going to pick up the foul for Kimball. Third foul for Moore. And now Bridgeport in the bonus. We'll get a chance at the line with Velasquez. On the way for Kimball after the first free throw, it's Bohach, Hotel, Solis, and Olsen. On the way for Velasquez, her first, knocks it down. Velasquez back at the line for her second. Knocks it down. No one uses the backboard less than Elizabeth Velasquez. Near side, Addie Olsen. Down the floor, Hotel. Hotel kicks back to Solis. Solis misses. Schlotterbusch rebounds. Schlotterbusch almost had it poked away. Now near side, Olivia Brown. Brown across to Schlotterbusch. Schlotterbusch, hand at her face, drives down the baseline. Flings it, won't fall, but she'll come to the line for two. If Schlotterbusch were to make these two free throws, it would make this a running clock game in this WTC championship. Foul belongs to Addie Olsen, her third. Schlotterbusch is first, off the mark. So Schlitterbusch now for her second. Fires. It's through. 40-point game. Down the floor. Bohach tracks it down, loses it. Hotel now off the mark as Schlitterbusch comes away with it. As they'll just let the shot clock run down so the buzzer can sound. Velasquez, hook shot, left it short. Mia Blanco puts it back in play. And last touch by Addie Olson will stay with Bridgeport. So Klein and Amites and Corman. So 40-point game, they now get the clock running on the far side. So fresh lineup in for Bridgeport. Corman throws it away and gets it to Faith Bohach, who hands off to Addie Olson. Addie Olson now drives down the right side. She's fouled as Riley Klein will be charged with her first. Pops back to her feet, good to see. So now Addie Olson to the line. Fifth trip to the line for Addie Olson. First of the third. This will take us into the fourth quarter as Olson hits her first. Running clock the rest of the way in this contest. So now free throw on the way. They stopped the clock. 3 seconds left. Olson knocks down the next. 3 seconds left. Amites will just hold it as we head to the fourth quarter. Bridgeport leading it and on their way to a 6th consecutive WTC title. Step aside, we're back with the fourth quarter after this.
When it comes to your health, you deserve the very best. At Morrill County Community Hospital, they provide top-notch care with compassion and expertise. From routine checkups to advanced surgeries, their dedicated team is here for you 24/7. With state-of-the-art technology and a patient-first approach, they ensure you and your loved ones receive the highest quality care. Because at Morrill County Community Hospital, your health is their priority. Visit Morrill County Community Hospital today in Bridgeport. Morrill County Community Hospital. Exceptional care right here at home.
Fourth quarter of action. Bridgeport and Kimball, WTC Girls Championship game. Bridgeport will have it out of the quarter break. Riley Klein on the near side to trigger it in for the Bulldogs. It's Klein, Amites, Corman, Blanco, and Blanco for Bridgeport. For Kimball, it's Olson, Solis, Hotel, and Bohach. Near side, three on the way for Elena Blanco. Can't knock it down, falls off the left side. Klein tries to track down the rebound. Solis gets there first. It goes out of play off of Solis, stays with Bridgeport. Perry enters the contest for Solis. Now Corman, right side Blanco. Blanco loses it. Elena gets it into the hands of Corman, though, after the ball is poked out of her hands. Corman. Now Blanco. Blanco, Amites. Amites down low for Mia Blanco. Pokes out to Corman. Corman's long two on the way. Won't fall. And it's rebounded by Kimball. Perry now on the right wing for Kimball. Hotel. Bohach, down to Bohach. Faith can't convert, rebounded by Klein. Blanco to Blanco. Down low, poked away by Kimball. It'll stay with Bridgeport. Lob intercepted by Jaylee Bohach of Kimball. We're going to the other way. Now, Addie Olson with a nice step through. Can't convert at the iron. It will stay with Kimball underneath their own hoop. Perry will inbound it with the hoop to her left. Bohach, corner three on the way. Left it long, rattles around, rebounded by Hautel. Hautel is going to be fouled if she goes back up with it and will come to the line for two. So the foul belongs to Mia Blanco, her second. First on the way for Hautel, knocks it down. First points for Clerica today. Line change on the way for Kimball. Moore, Graves, Sulik, Solis for Shooter, and Chesley. Hautel second on the way, can't convert, left it short, batted around. Elena Blanco tracks down the rebound. Underneath, Klein has it blocked out of her hands, and Hautel scoops it up. Near side, Grace Moore is going to be fouled by Mia Blanco, who will pick up her third. Solis into the contest for Clerica. Hautel on the Kimball side of the floor. Grace Moore trying to find Graves, batted away. Elena Blanco comes away with it. Ametise flings it down the floor for Mia Blanco. Blanco right block, up and through, but can't get it to fall. Rebounded by Sulik. Halfway through this fourth quarter. Moore. Solis. Solis is fouled on the far side, and Olivia Corman lengs it. Now a debate on the bench about who has to come in and play among the starters. So it'll be Elizabeth Velasquez who makes a sour face as she has to check in. So Olivia Corman fouls out of the contest. Second Bulldog to do that. Some chuckles on the Bridgeport bench. Three on the way for Moore. Banks it in from the corner. Smiles on her face as she runs the other way. First points for Grace Moore today. Velasquez to Blanco. Blanco's three on the way. Mia can't convert. Rebounded by Sulik. Solis near side. 3 minutes to play in this championship game. Solis gets it to Moore. Now jumper on the way for Graves. Mia Blanco gets the rebound after she misses. So now Velasquez at the controls. Faith Bohach waiting to check in for Kimball. Left side, Elena Blanco flings a three. Knocks it down from the corner. Elena Blanco. Just coming into the tournament prior to play began Thursday. Just her second made three of the season for the sophomore. Turnaround jumper for Sulik. Can't convert. Rebounded by Chesley. Chesley putback won't go. Solis coops up a rebound. Her putback won't fall. Batted around. Solis with another chance. Gets it to go. 4 points for Solis in this one. Velasquez, Ametise to Blanco. Blanco's three on the way. Trying to go back to back. Can't do it here. Chesley gets the rebound. Solis near side, 57-22, inside of 2 minutes to play. Down low, Graves. Graves left block is going to be fouled by Riley Klein as she'll pick up her second. So Graves to the line. Second trip, missed both of hers back in the second in her first visit. Dakota Nunley and Faith Bohach will check in after the first. Off the mark to the right. Bohach has Shooter. Nunley will check in. for Grace Moore. Second on the way out of Graves' right hand, knocks it down, and Bohach will enter. Clock continues to run inside of a minute to play. Bridgeport looking like they're going to cruise to their 6th straight WTC title. And Velasquez at the controls near side. It's Amites. Amites decline. Klein back to Amites. Across the floor, Velasquez. Velasquez takes a couple of dribbles. Gets it to Amites. Amites decline. Back to the top. Poked away by Solis. Solis tracks it down. Looking for a teammate. Gets it to Nunley. And now scooped away by Velasquez. 25 seconds remaining. Velasquez probably just keen to dribble this one out from the attack line. So Bridgeport will cruise to their 6th straight WTC title as the seconds tick away. Again, your final score, 57-23, as Bridgeport makes it 6 straight in the Western Trails Conference. So Bridgeport, 6 in a row for the Bulldogs of Bridgeport as they cruise 57-23 over Kimball and your WTC Girls Championship. We're back after this.
Sweet Dream Sleep in Gering is ready to help you wake up feeling refreshed. Dr. Brittany Meyer provides consultation for both children and adults to identify sleep disorders such as sleep apnea, insomnia, periodic limb movement, and more. Dr. Meyer and her nurse practitioner manage treatment with follow-ups using in-person office visits and telemedicine to navigate insurance requirements. No referral is necessary. Sweet Dreams Sleep Services. Better sleep, better health.
You deserve to have a building that will last for generations. With more than 110 years of experience and thousands of satisfied customers, Morton Buildings is the industry leader you can trust. If you're planning for a garage, farm shop, horse barn, storage building for your RV, boat, or collectibles, there's no better time to buy. Contact your local Morton sales office or visit mortonbuildings.com to get started today.
Number 15, Jaylee Bohach. Number 20, Dakota Nunley. Number 21, Faith Bohach. Number 22, Clarissa Hatta. Number 23, Joey Perry. Number 24, Grace Moore. And number 25, Kirsten Chesley. Kimball, coached by Ty Scratchers and Andrew Bohach. Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for our WTC runners-up, the Kimball Lady Longhorns. And now let's recognize our 2026 Bridgeport Lady Bulldogs of their conference championship. This makes 6 in a row for the Lady Bulldogs. Congratulations. Introducing first, number 1, Cambry Amadis. Number 3, Rihanna Loomis. Number 4, Ella Schwinderbuch. Number 5, Mia Blanco. Number 10, Elizabeth Velasquez. Number 20, Jalen Nichols. Number 22, Olivia Brown. Number 23, Olivia Corbett. Number 30, Elena Blanco. And number 34, Riley Klein. The Lady Bulldogs with Coach Right Dave Cooling and Jeff Nichols. Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for 2026 Western Trails Conference Girls Basketball Champion, the Bridgeport Lady Bulldogs.
So Bridgeport celebrates 6 in a row in the WTC. Kimball, your runner-ups. Let's take a look at the numbers first for the victorious Bridgeport Bulldogs. They were led 19 points from Olivia Brown, 17 for Elizabeth Velasquez. Ella Schlitterbush with 15. And then 3 for Elena Blanco, 2 for Riata Loomis, and a single for Riley Klein. Meanwhile, for Kimball, they're paced by Addie Olson's 9 points. Then it was 4 for Deanna Solis, and then 3 apiece for Jayla Graves, Joe Perry, and Grace Moore, and a single for Clarica Hotel. So Bridgeport 6 peats in the WTC on the girls' side. See what the boys matchup brings us between Kimball and Bridgeport.